Good morning, my dear students, and welcome back to the class on English literature. We are dealing with the poem called 9 Gold Medals. And as I have told you, this event happened at the Special Olympics. We are talking about the 100-meter race that was going to be held. There were 9 athletes who were participating in this particular event. In the previous class we have seen the gun exploded and the race began. Suddenly what happened was that one of them fell down. The youngest of them fell down. That's where I stopped yesterday, and let's see what happens. Let's see the reaction of other athletes who were participating in the race. Let's go through the particular poem. He gave out a cry of frustration and anguish. His dream and his efforts dashed in the dirt. But as sure as I am standing here and telling the story, now it is a strange one, but here is what occurred. Once again, he gave out a cry of frustration. Frustration means very disappointment, because he was expecting a medal. He fell down, so he knew he will not be able to get the medal. So he was totally disappointed. Frustration means disappointment, and anguish means a deep pain. He was feeling so much pain. His dream and his efforts dashed in the dirt means destroyed or spoiled. Occurred means took place. So these are the meanings of the words. So you can let's go through the poem. He gave out a cry of frustration and anguish. So the background is the race began and he fell down. So what was his reaction? He was totally disappointed and he was in deep pain. His dream and his efforts dashed in the dirt means his efforts were destroyed and his dreams were totally spoiled, because he fell down and he is not able to run. If he doesn't run, he will not be able to win the medal. But what happened afterwards? But as sure as I am standing here and telling the story, the author is telling, I am very sure that I am standing here and telling the story. Now it is a strange one. Now what happened was totally a strange one, but here is what occurred. Now he is going to tell something strange happened, and that's what he is going to explain in the next stanza. I hope you have understood. Now moving on to the next stanza. The 8 athletes stopped in their tracks. The ones who had trained for so long to compete, one by one they turned and came back to help him and lifted the lad to his feet. So the previous stanza, the author said something strange happened. What is a particular strange thing that occurred? The 8 athletes stopped in their tracks. The 9 of them were competing and 9 of them wanted to win the medals. One fell down, so what happened to the other 8 athletes? 8 of them stopped running. And who are those people? They had trained for long. They had trained months and weeks to get the medal. So these people who had trained for so long for this particular competition, they stopped running. One by one they turned and came back to help him. So one by one the other 8 of them turned and came back to help the one who had fallen down. And what did they do? They lifted the person, lad means person, to his feet. So this is a strange thing that occurred there. When one fell down, the other 8 of them stopped their running. One by one they came back. They came to the person to help him and they lifted him to his feet. So this is a strange thing that happened. I hope you have understood the next 2 stanzas of the poem. It is written in simple sentences and I hope you must be able to understand it. So continue to study well and take care. Thank you.